The Overlook is a gruesome one-shot based on and inspired by the works of Stephen King and Stanley Kubrick. Therefore, some names, locations, and ideas may be in reference to said works. We do not claim ownership of ideas originated from either party. Additionally, not everything in the world of Stephen King and The Shining is for everyone, and some content may be disturbing or triggering to some listeners. Please check the show notes for content warnings, and enjoy the episode. Chapter 2 Masquerade. The two little girls in matching blue dresses stand in front of you, illuminated by the single bulb above the door that flickers half alive. Beyond them is pure, endless darkness. In the dim lighting, you can see their red, puffy eyes with tears still hanging on the lower lids but refusing to fall. A groaned and creaking noise echoes from beyond the children, sounding like old trees bending under their own weight and creaking, threatening to collapse at a moment's notice.
Come play with us, please. We're so scared. Or do you have a match to light the candles in our room until Daddy comes back? He's been gone so long. It's so dark. We're so scared.
No. No, he was just gonna turn around and absolutely vomit everywhere.
I feel like seeing no hallway. I want to make a sanity check here.
Yay! I'm so down.
And if I fail the sanity check, obviously But if I succeed, I have an idea.
So are these girls like all bloody and everything, or do they look normal?
Unlike the vision that you saw earlier, they look completely normal right now. Just a little puffy-eyed, like they've been crying.
Chuck did not succeed his sanity check. I like to think that this is not only is it because these girls are in front of him and they're crying, but this hallway's gone. He already freaked out because the doors were gone in the hallway. Now there's no hallway.
Correct. It's just like endless black void ahead of you. So why don't you give me
What the fuck?
a d6 of sanity loss.
D6.
Oh my god.
Gladly give you a D6. And I got a trace. A 3.
You start to reel with the realization that first, the doors were gone. Now, the hallway seems to be gone. It's like these little girls are just like floating in this huge black void in front of you guys. You know a hallway should be there, but it's not. And you kind of just like compartmentalize it. Like, I've still seen some crazy stuff today. This is, probably not the craziest thing I've seen, but this is still weird. So you don't quite go on any sort of like temporary insanity moment.
This isn't right. This is not right. And he drops the candlestick on the ground in shock.
As soon as Chuck drops the candlestick, like I slam the doors closed and I like turn my back to it, and I just grab the flask from my pocket, unscrew it, and just like a big drink.
I hate to be Captain Obvious, Charles, but no shit, this is weird.
I reach out towards your flask. Can I please have some of that?
I finish off what I'm drinking. Sure, Chuck, have at it. And I hand it to you.
He takes it and like swooshes it a little. Is there any left?
It's empty.
Okay, all right. Take your flask back. What are we gonna do? What is going on? And he's gonna run over to the window where the snow was. Is there a way to get out from the window?
Absolutely not. The snow is so incredibly densely packed, it's almost like concrete spilling in.
Chuck just kind of like is running around like, what am I supposed to do?
Chuck? Running around.
Yes.
Running around.
Get a hold of yourself, man.
Yeah. Okay.
There's no hallway. Where did the girls come from?
I grab Chuck and I just like fucking reel back and smack him across the face. Come on! Get it together!
So what do we know? We know that Vito was shot. We know there's a man in the other room blowing his brains out. and still going. And we know that the hallway is gone, and there's... Were those two little girls real? Because if we just shut real, live, actual children out there, I don't think I'm ever gonna be able to live with myself.
I mean, we saw them earlier. But I didn't hear... I don't know. I don't know if they're real or not.
I'm gonna walk over to the door and open the door again.
James is gonna step to the side and go, "We gotta figure out how to get out of here. I think all of this is a little too much. If we can get to a phone, maybe I can call home base and get somebody out here."
That's not a bad idea. I think she's gonna pause with like her hand on the doorknob, and she's gonna go, "Okay, so the window is snowed in July, and have we checked the other windows?
Great.
Have we checked... I'm assuming if there's... Maybe we should check the other windows. Let's check the other windows."
Is there a window in the room where the guy's blowing his brains out?
There was not, no. But there are
Okay.
a couple of other ones in this main room, and they all have just like snow piled up past like where you can see. It's like basically if the one window wasn't open for you to see snow coming in, it would just look like a black sheet. That's how like densely packed it is together.
Okay.
I kind of like step back from the door and like look at both of you. Hey, maybe second time's the charm.
You never know. And I'm thinking I've got maybe 5 to 7 more minutes of consciousness before... God, whatever the fuck that crazy... Shall we, gentlemen?
Maybe you'll have better luck with the door than me.
Don't mind if I do.
As you open the door, the lights in the hallway have flicked back on, revealing that the stairwells that led to the 3rd floor have completely disappeared. It's now just this blue carpeted flooring that seems to span for miles down an endless hallway. However, you do notice that the doors have returned to their places. They all look identical to each other. They have a small golden placard on them that all read "Caretaker's Apartment." You hear the voices of the girls, you hear the cries of the girls coming from every which way down the hallway. You also hear someone whispering your name. Just the word of your name is tickling your mind and making you feel as though these like warm fingers are caressing the wrinkles of your brain. Can everybody give me a hard constitution check?
Oh my god.
So a hard is your half number. So you got to do better than your half.
I did much, much worse than my half. I got an 82. I needed to get underneath a 35.
You know, I have the curse of rolling really well when it doesn't matter, and rolling really, really, really bad when it does. I rolled 100.
I also failed, but I didn't fumble that bad.
You're thrown up on the doors. You see the endless hallway of just nothing but doors that say "Caretaker's Apartment" on it. No stairs up or down. And none of you feel that you can resist the call of your name. And all of you take a step forward, then another, and another, and another, until you find yourself outside of the closest caretaker's apartment. Each of you about to grab onto the handle, but Chuck, you are just like dead set on going into this room. You care about nothing in your life except walking into this room. As soon as Naomi and James reach for the door, you've already opened the handle and walk inside. The hotel has been cold since the snowstorm, but stepping into the caretaker's apartment is just like almost unbearably cold. You can see your breath hanging in the air and immediately like shivers start to take over you. But when you enter the suite, you go up a few steps that lead into a small hallway. On the left, it splits off into the master bedroom, and to the right, it splits off into a small spare bedroom. And as you walk inside first, James and Naomi, you're just slightly behind him. You all hear a voice coming from the spare bedroom.
Hello? Is someone there? It's me, Tony. I'm here to help you. Someone there?
I also want to add, because I fumbled this hard Constitution save, I like to imagine, like, Chuck not only is, like, extremely compelled, he's, like, sprints to the door. He doesn't just walk there. Like, he sprints in and is, like, shoulder slamming this door open. Like, nightcap flying everywhere.
Oh my god, I forgot about the nightcap.
He's so cute. He's going to die.
Chuck will go towards this door, like where he hears his voice coming from.
Naomi and James, you guys also hear the voice coming from this room, but you don't, like, you still feel the urge to go there, but it's not just like dead set, dead sprint like Chuck's is.
I think James stops just like right outside the door to the caretaker's room and just kind of like stands there for a second, trying to, like, I don't know, understand this urge and silently, like, freak out a bit. But he's not gonna enter right away.
Naomi's a victim of whims. She's a slave to the whims of her mind. Have you all guys ever, like, woken up in the middle of the night when you're sick and you're, like, really disoriented and you're like, I have to pee, and so your body just, like, takes you to the bathroom, you don't really question it or understand what's going on? I imagine it's kind of like that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Where she's just like, this is the next step, is I go in this room.
Chuck and Naomi, you guys enter the spare bedroom of the caretaker's apartment. James, you are left standing in this small hallway in the apartment by yourself. Naomi and Chuck, when you guys walk in, you see that it's just a small bedroom. There's like a single bookshelf with like children's books on it, a stuffed animal, a small closet, and a bed. And beneath the bed, you see the sheets have kind of been like pulled beneath it, and there's just little face of a little boy peeking out up at you, and he just looks like terrified.
Tony?
Yes? Have you... You're back. I thought you were going back down. What happened?
Well, I'm not really sure, Tony.
Why are you here, Tony?
I'm hiding. I'm scared. I don't like the dark. And I didn't want to play with the little girls anymore. And so I'm hiding.
The girls are scary, aren't they?
They wanted to play, but I didn't want to. And then the lights went off. And now I don't know where anybody is.
Well, you know where we are.
But I thought you were going back down. I didn't know you were gonna come right back.
Don't you want to leave?
Yeah, but Dad said that if anything ever happened to stay in the room, because that's where it's gonna be safe.
And where'd your dad go?
I think he went downstairs to write, but everything is dark. You can't write when it's dark outside. You can't see anything. I thought he was gonna come back. Mom, too.
I'm standing outside the room. Can I, like, look down the hallway again and just, like, look, to my sides? Is everything still, like, the same? I think I'm trying to just, like, take stock and figure out what the best course of action is.
When you look out, it's still just this large, endless hallway of blue carpet and doors with golden placards that say caretaker's apartment. You do see to your right, way far down, you can just make out the hazy silhouettes of the two little girls standing, holding hands.
That's creepy, bro.
To your left, where Vito's body had been, he's now standing up, bullet holes still in his chest, and he looks at you. But that's not the part that scares you the most, because Vito's got his hand on the back of somebody else's neck. It's a man in a beat-up suit. He has bruises around his neck, looking like he's been strangled. His eyes are black and puffy. And you recognize this as the ringleader of the alcohol bootlegging group that you murdered. And he's got his hand on the back of this guy's neck to the point where he is able to turn his head to look directly at you. I need you to give me a sanity check.
Holy shit, dude.
Whoa, man.
I made this guy so easy to go insane, but I rolled a 14.
Damn. Sturdy. You're so sturdy.
That's a hard success.
I think you need to still take a d4 of sanity loss. You're not going to go insane, but you absolutely are rattled to see this man that you strangled.
Perfect. We are now at 34 sanity. Vito turns Liam's head to look at me, and I smile at him, and I say, "Hey, Liam, you hanging in there?" And then I turn back around, walk through the door, and just close it behind me.
The second that you close it and turn around, you are face to face with Liam. Vito is still behind him, hand around the back of his neck, almost like he's puppeting him. And Liam gives you a smile back, and as he smiles, you see something kind of wriggle out of his mouth. It's pink and kind of hairy, and it slips further and further down his mouth, and this rat comes out of his mouth, like indigested, wet, bloody rat.
Oh,
Saved it for later.
That's got to be another sanity
Is
check.
another sanity roll because
Holy
you are
shit.
afraid of rats.
Oh.
James is afraid of rats.
No.
Oh, dude, that's so good.
Rat-phobic.
I rolled a 97, which is a fumble.
Oh.
If this boy doesn't go insane.
I need you to roll me a d10 of sanity loss, please.
Whoa!
Damn.
I rolled a 7.
You lose 7 sanity. I need you to give me an intelligence check. You want to fail this. Passing it means that you fully comprehend the horrors of what you are seeing, and your mind does not block it out.
I pass.
No.
As you fully comprehend the fact that not only do you see Vito seemingly back alive, holding onto the neck of the man that you knew you killed, and on top of that, you see rats, one of your biggest fears, coming out of this guy's mouth. Your mind cannot fully block out this horror, and you're going to go temporarily insane. Can you roll me a d10, please?
Absolutely. 10.
For the next 10 hours, you are going to be temporarily insane. And so, if you take even 1 point of sanity loss during this time, it will cause another bout of madness. Also, anytime that you go insane from a Mythos source for the first time, you get 5 Cthulhu Mythos points. So go ahead and gain 5 Cthulhu Mythos points.
Wow.
What are Cthulhu Mythos points?
Not really important in this campaign because it's so short, but like basically it's like you understand like the creatures of the mythos that you keep coming upon, sort of thing.
So you can
if
handle it
it's
better
like-
next time.
Yeah.
Got it.
Why don't you give me another D10 roll?
Another 10.
You gain a mania.
Ooh.
Oh.
You have a penalty die roll on all of your non-sanity rolls until your mania has been indulged in some manner or is far away enough. So your mania currently is dipsomania, which is that abnormal craving for alcohol. As you see the rat come out of his mouth and just pure terror strikes your heart, you are going to be temporarily insane for 10 hours. You also have dipsomania, an abnormal craving for alcohol, and until you can fulfill this need, you're going to have a disadvantage on all your rolls except for your sanity rolls. In addition to that, you cannot help the feeling that you need to get rid of this rat somehow, and you want to eat it.
No way.
Wow.
Dude, I'm just picturing Federal Agent James Epperson out in the hallway shoving this rat in his mouth, and then you and I are having a very pleasant and chill conversation with this sick-ass kid.
Oh, yeah.
The rat, of course. Of course.
You have to get rid of it. You have to get rid of it.
Of course.
No matter
Of course.
what, you have to eat this. It has to go away.
The rat falls out of his mouth, and I'm hit with this wave. I fall to my knees, and this rat is kind of like convulsing on the ground and spinning in place. In my mind, I'm like, I gotta get rid of it. Like, they can't see this. I can't show this to anybody. James grabs it as hard as he can, and there's just like a crunch, and the rat stops moving, and he's hands shaking, moving this thing like closer to his face.
So you came back, you were gonna go down. Does that mean you're gonna go back down again? Or it's okay if you leave.
You want us to find your parents, Tony?
He nods his head.
Do you want to come with us to find your parents?
No, Dad said to stay in the room because that's where it's safe. So I have to stay in here, and I'm gonna hide. And I'm gonna be okay because you guys are gonna bring Dad back.
Okay. What's your dad's name, Tony?
Jack,
And what about your mom?
Wendy.
Hiding's a good plan. You stay hidden and we'll go find your parents.
Okay, did you forget the letter?
The letter?
What letter?
Yeah, the one I gave you. Do you still have it?
Tony, you never wrote us a letter. We don't have a letter from you.
You must have forgot it last time then. Okay.
And he, like, crawls out from underneath the bed, takes the sheets off of him, and then reaches beneath the pillow of his bed and hands you this letter in an envelope.
It's for somebody that I don't know, and every time I keep throwing it away, it comes back. So I think you need to have it instead of me.
Tony, have we met before?
You guys have been here a couple times. You guys keep saying you're gonna find my dad.
Yeah.
And we go downstairs to find your dad, and then we keep coming back up here, right?
I think so. I don't know. You never seem to actually go down because you just come back.
I'm going to kind of stumble out into the little mini hallway because I'm about to be sick again, and I'm going to stumble into the scene of Federal Agent James Epperson shoving a rat in his mouth.
Chuck, you see that on the letter in cursive, just across the front, it just says, "To Danny."
You said you don't know who Danny is. Do you know where he is?
I don't think so. When I came back earlier from playing in the hall, I just saw the letter on my bed, and I'm not Danny, I'm Tony, so I tried to throw it away, and then when I turned back around, it was on my pillow again and not in the trash.
Okay. Well, thank you for giving this to me, and I will make sure that Danny gets it.
Okay, I think I'm gonna go work on my drawing now. Is that okay?
If it makes you feel better and not so scared.
Okay. Thanks. I appreciate it, Charles. I'm gonna go draw for a little bit.
Can I see these drawings that he goes to go draw?
So you see him walk out of the room. You see, like, basically Naomi's back as she's about to go get sick, and then Tony walks into the room across the hall, the master bedroom.
Before I follow him in there, Chuck wants to open this letter. He wants to open the letter to Danny.
Naomi, as you walk into the hall to be sick, you see a horrifying sight as Federal Agent James Epperson is on his knees on the ground with a hand in his mouth, with blood streaming down his face, down his arms, and little shreds of blue fabric falling off the wrist of this hand that is shoved halfway down his mouth.
She's going to immediately throw up.
And you're also going to give me a sanity check.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, I am.
Hey, maybe all this vomiting is gonna clear your system.
You know, that maybe was an ulterior motive. At some point, whenever I was scheming for this one, I was like, why didn't I just throw up? She would have just been like, throw up immediately. Too late now, but
when I got
Also,
here?
that's an 86. So I failed that. Pretty
Okay.
bad.
I think you need to give me a D8 of sanity loss. You were watching.
Yeah.
I mean, you are smart. You put two and two together immediately. It's the blue fabric, the same fabric of the dresses of the girls. It looks like he is eating the hand off of one of the little girls.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
No!
Oh!
It's awful.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's a 6, boys!
Woo!
Yippee!
So you
Losing
lose
all
6
my
sanity.
sanity!
And I need you to give me an intelligence check.
I am cursed by my inability to roll low. I failed it.
You lose some sanity, but your mind kind of just like shuts it out. It doesn't really know what to prioritize right now. Him eating his hand or the fact that Tony has said that you guys have been here numerous times.
It's a rat.
I don't see a rat. I see a hand. James, what the fuck happened while we were in there?
He is just kind of like eyes glazed in a trance. Like he's just not there right now.
I think she's just gonna sit on the floor with him, just kind of staring at him like.
As Naomi sits down next to you, you see Vito, his hand still on the neck of Liam, kind of like comes up behind Naomi, and the mouth of Liam starts to talk like he's some sort of puppet. And every time he does, these like little tails start to kind of like stream down from his mouth, almost like a stitched up voodoo mouth, but they've cut the yarn, and now it's just like the tails are like hanging down from his mouth.
Yeah.
Once a rat, always a rat, eh, boy?
My eyes like grow even wider than they already were. I look down at what I'm doing. Am I just eating a rat?
You see that you were eating a human hand.
I spit out whatever I have in my mouth, and I throw the hand just haphazardly away from me, and I like fall back and like scurry up so my back is against the door. What the hell was that? What did I just have in my mouth?
Well, James, welcome back.
I Vito and Liam and he and a rat and
What are you talking, James? There's no one here but us and Tony. She's gonna untie her like neck scarf and just hold it out to him. Clean yourself up.
You really think that we will let her see us? No. We're your cross to bear, alright? Not hers, not the other one. You know what you did to me. You think I'm gonna let you get away with that?
James, I need you to get your shit together, alright? I need you here.
No, James. Look. You're gonna get a taste for it. It's good. It's good stuff. You're gonna like it.
go fuck yourself.
Excuse me?
Go fuck yourself. I'm not putting that shit in my mouth again.
You'll get a taste for it, boy. I'm just telling you. And you're gonna love every second of it. That's a promise. Alright? Just like you promised you'd get my neck. And look, you did. And I promise you're gonna get a taste for that stuff.
I'd kill you again if I could.
I'd like to see you try.
When James says that, Naomi's going to like stand up against the wall. I think she's starting to realize that like he's not talking to her, but she's just going to throw her like handkerchief on the ground at his feet and turn towards where Charles is.
Ah, come on, look, you frightened the dame. What do you think you're doing?
James stands up and like lunges, like hands, going for Liam's neck.
And it like immediately like makes purchase with the neck, but as you look from like the bruises on his throat up to his actual face, you just see your face reflected back at you, and you hear in his voice through your mouth, "Hey, come on, you thought I was gonna make it that easy for you? We're just getting started, pal. We're just getting started."
I kind of imagine that as this is happening, like Chuck was having this conversation with Tony while Naomi has walked over there and sees this happen, and there's just enough of the hallway that Chuck has turned to face Naomi, but he's purposely not walking over there hearing this conversation. Like, it sounds insane, and Chuck wants no part of it.
It's like, I'm just gonna read this letter.
I'm just gonna stand there with the letter, like, he looks up from the letter and sees Naomi, like, kind of stumble back, and he just like wide-eyed, like, I'm reading the letter again.
I just squeeze even harder, and I say, "Die, you son of a bitch, die!"
Well, what am I seeing?
You are seeing James just standing near the wall with his hands up as though he's like choking out somebody, but he is not got his hands around anybody. But you do see he's like scooting back a little bit, like he's almost like being like pushed back, like someone's resisting him.
Just die and stop bothering me. You show up in my dreams. You show up when I'm awake. Just die already.
Oh, I'll die. I'll die when I'm good and ready. Don't you worry, man. And as he says that, his eyes burst forth as these rats start to like crawl out, like hundreds of rats start to like crawl out of his eye sockets and crawl around him, around his entire body, covering it up, and then there's just nothing there.
I back up, hands up, trying to get away from all of these rats. And I like blink a few times, and I see Naomi staring at me like bewildered.
James? Hanging in there? You alright?
Is it over? Is it over now?
I like touch my face and wipe like blood off of it and look at it, and I go, what the hell happened?
God, if I could tell. There's a handkerchief there for you. You okay? What'd you see?
I think I need a drink. I think I'm either gonna go crazy or I'm gonna die here. And I like rush over and pick up the handkerchief and like quickly wipe my mouth off. And I look at you, Naomi, and I say, we gotta get out of here. Like, now.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. James, you're the federal agent here. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Oh. Right. I'm a federal agent. Yeah. No,
People hire me to investigate their affairs or like stealing and shit. This is the most dead bodies I've ever fucking seen. This is not... James, I need you to get us out of here. Okay?
Right, yes. I can get us out of here. Chuck, is Chuck okay?
You see, like, he's kind of, like, purposely been hiding his face behind this letter, and he brings it down a little bit, and he's like, yeah, I'm okay. Are you okay? That didn't sound all that great. Nobody's dead, right? Nobody's dead? Naomi, you're not dead? James, you're not dead?
Not dead?
Well, the dead aren't staying dead.
Like our friend in the bedroom?
Yeah, something like that. What did the kid have to say?
Well, apparently, we've been here before.
We keep coming back to see him.
If he can be believed, he said that we had just come right back, and this is the third or fourth time that we have left to go downstairs and come right back. So,
we're supposed to find his parents. And also a Danny. And I'll, like, show you guys the letter. And I guess I'll take this opportunity to read it. So, in this letter, it's addressed to Danny. It says, Danny, I know you're hurting. I felt it all the way from up here. I'm coming to Florida as soon as I can. There's something I've been working on. Something that might help you keep it all locked away. The lockboxes are key. Not just for the memories, but for the things that want out. You'll understand when I get there. Just hold on, and don't let them talk to you. They lie. They want your shine. Dick.
I don't think I can handle another mystery right now.
Yeah, I don't think I really fucking care right now.
God, any other fucking day, though, let's hold on to that letter. That seems important.
Charles will, like, he'll fold it back up and slide it back into the envelope or whatever it was in.
Hey, if we survive this, mission number 2.
I need a drink bad. Okay. You were in a war. All right, we need to figure out how to get downstairs.
I'll go into the room where Tony went. Is he in there, drawing anything?
He sure is. So, as you walk into the master bedroom, you see that there's a carpet with a bed. On top of the carpet, there's like a dresser. In the corner is a mirror, and there's a door, presumably to the bathroom. And Tony is standing in front of the door to the bathroom. He's got something in his hand, and he's writing on the door frame. And as he finishes it up, you see what it says, and simultaneously hear him say, "Red rum. Red rum. Red rum. Red rum." And he turns towards you like he's proud of what he's just made.
Do I see the reflection of the word in the mirror?
When you turn to look at the mirror, you see the reflection, and reflected in the mirror, instead of it saying red rum, it says murder.
Whoa!
Oh!
Just like the movie.
Guys!
I will run right up to Tony and be like, Tony! Tony, snap out of it. Tony?
Red rum, red rum, red rum, red rum, red rum, red rum.
Tony, it's okay. It's all right. Nothing's gonna happen to you. Why don't we? And I'll like start moving Tony towards Naomi and James.
Tony isn't here right now. And as he says that, his eyes start to droop from his face, and you see like the nerves coming out of them, like these like slithering thick worms, and they're pulling out his innards, which make this sickening pop. And then just blood and viscera starts to rain out of his eyes like a waterfall, and it's starting to like just pool on the floor, getting deeper and deeper. There's so much blood pouring out of this kid's face, and it starts to congeal together, wrapping itself around your legs, wrapping around the body of this kid, until you see yourself face to face with this fleshy abomination composed of stray twitching fingers, wriggling eyeballs, and these jagged teeth that start to chomp out at you. You need to give me a sanity check.
Yeah,
and,
I do.
What is your dexterity score?
Regardless of whatever I roll in the sanity check, I see Tony, his whole, flesh and everything getting eviscerated into this fleshy mess. And I, let out this horrified, and he falls back, sits down, falls.
Charles? Chuck?
Ah!
Oh, for the love of God, Chuck.
I fail it. I fail the sanity check.
Give me a D10 of sanity loss. Naomi and Chuck, are you guys running into the room?
Oh yeah, as soon as I hear this kid start going ballistic and Charles escalating, she's gonna be like, hey, just gonna go see if he needs backup, and then this weird fucking shit starts happening. She's just like, Jesus! Chuck, get out of there!
I rolled a 5 for sanity loss.
Okay, please give me an intelligence check.
Oh, unfortunately, I'm good at these. Roll bad.
Roll like normal, baby.
Roll high.
I succeeded.
Fuck, dude. I'm the only sane motherfucker here.
Roll me a D10 to see how long you're temporarily insane for.
5.
Roll me another D10 real quick.
Man, I feel left out. I want to go insane now. I can't go insane right now, though. I have to wait.
4.
You are going to gain a paranoia.
Ooh.
You are terrified of children. You are scared of them. You hate them. You want nothing good for children. You've seen the children freak you out earlier. You just watched a child melt into a fleshy, the Thing-esque abomination. You hate them. And your initial reaction is to flee. So on your turn, you need to try and run away. Naomi and James, what are your guys' dexterity scores?
70.
80.
Damn.
I'm not gonna rush into the room. I think James is already way too freaked out right now. He's just gonna fumble for the door handle to open it so that we can all run away.
Just run out. Okay, cool. So it is going to be the Tony abomination, then Naomi, then James, then Chuck. Chuck, this fleshy abomination starts to crawl, slither, slide towards you.
Tony isn't here right now. Tony isn't here right now. Tony isn't here right now.
And it's going to try and just attack you. These gnarled children's teeth start to gnash towards you as these little fingers, almost like the gulper from the Fallout show, like has like the fingers inside of its mouth. That's kind of what is all over this thing, like reaching toward you, trying to like pull it closer to its little mouths. All right, so this monstrously large thing got a 54 on its attack to you. So you can dodge, or you can try and fight back, or you can do nothing.
Fighting back is a brawl roll, right?
I think because you're scared of children and you failed, for this first one at least, you need to just try and dodge. Your last thought is going to be and try and like hit them. And let me double check on that.
Yeah, for clarity's sake though, I think it's a brawl. Fighting brawl.
Yeah.
Fighting
It's your
brawl.
fighting
Yeah.
brawl.
If you're dodging, then you just make a dodge. If the attacker has a higher level success, then it's successful. If you have the higher one, then it does nothing. If it's the same level of success, then the dodger wins.
Didn't succeed.
You can't spend luck? How bad?
It would be equivalent to campaign 1, me using all my luck. So
It might be worth.
So I could spend
and dodge-
40 luck.
Dodge is a skill,
Yeah.
so you can use luck on a dodge. It cannot be used for sanity
40.
or for pushed or fumbled rolls.
You might as well just get hit, I think.
You could try to push this roll, couldn't you?
push it!
You could try to push it, yeah.
I can push a dodge roll? Okay.
Yeah, so tell me what you're doing to push this roll.
I've seen Tony now turn into a flesh monster, and he's already like sat on the floor, fallen down. He's scrabbling back as fast as he can. He literally wants to bolt into the other room and hide under the bed like a little kid. And that's what he's planning on doing. I imagine like any leverage he can get on like the dresser next to him where the mirror is, like he's grabbing the edge of that, trying to pull himself away from this thing.
Okay, then yes. Go ahead and push your roll.
We got a 10, boys.
Yes!
Let's go. So you dodge his first bite, and it's going to make its second bite on you.
That's so
Nice.
evil what you just did, Matthew.
Yeah.
That's so
And
evil.
it got a
2 bites.
99. It fumbled its second
Hell yeah.
attack.
Nice.
So
Too slippery.
He grabs the dresser and uses it as leverage and then throws it down on top of this thing.
Yep. Roll me a d6 of damage against this thing when you throw this dresser on it.
Okay. I'm not sure.
hell
I'll be
yeah.
honest. I'll go with it, but I'm not sure Charles is strong enough to throw a dresser, but we can try.
Adrenaline.
Dresser, man.
Adrenaline's crazy. Also, I don't know if you did it on purpose. You were trying to stand up, and your body weight pulled the dresser down.
Yeah, we'll go with that. I got a 2 damage.
So it starts to bonk on top of the Tony flesh amalgamation, but it like sloths just off the side of its like wet, mucousy body and hits the ground.
I'm going to reach into my pocket where I haphazardly stowed my gun, and I'm going to unload this fucking clip. I know it's not a clip, it's a revolver, but relax, I can be cool. That's a 22, so that succeeds.
So how much damage is it going to take?
4 damage. I think
Okay.
just the one shot then, just with that 4 damage. She's mostly just trying to give Chuck cover to get out of the room. I mean, I don't even know if she's thinking about that hard. She's just like, ah!
So the dresser falls on top of it. Chuck starts to like scramble out of the way. You pull out your revolver, you shoot a shot into it, you blow off one of the fingers. It growls this like horrible, bubbling, gurgling growl that also sounds like it's mixed with the screams of children.
James is like not gonna look, but rush over and like grab both of their like collars and just yank them towards the door to try to just like throw us all into the hallway.
Okay, will you give me a dexterity check as you're trying not to look at this thing but still navigate up around the stairs and grab both of them?
Absolutely.
I feel like Naomi was standing in the doorway, so I feel like she'd be pretty easy to grab.
I succeed.
So you are definitely able to run up towards Naomi to get her out of the way, you are going up towards Chuck, who has fallen on the ground, is trying desperately to escape, slipping his shoes through the blood. Chuck, give me an intelligence roll as you feel this hand come up on you as you're trying to flee away from this thing. Are you going to panic? Are you going to try to hit it? Are you going to try and continue to flee? Do you know it's James?
I critically failed again.
Oh,
I mean,
Dude,
he's freaked out. Like, yeah,
no, that's.
he's
I
freaking
mean,
fighting a monster. Someone grabs him. That's like
Yeah.
the worst thing that could happen to
Sorry.
me in that situation, right?
You feel a hand on your shoulder. You see Tony coming towards you, and as the hand touches you, you whip your shoulder back and knock James Epperson against the wall and away from you. And you critically fail. You got another fumble.
I got another 100.
You slip on the blood and smack your head on the floor near the doorway. You're going to take a d4 and then divide it by 2. So you can take a d2 damage.
Well, it's just 1 damage because I can't divide 1 by 2.
So you slam your head against the ground. You feel the wet blood from the Tony creature starting to kind of like soak into your hair, into your nightcap as you're laying there. And you see, as you're upside down, you see the visage of James over you, blood still somewhat on his mouth and down his shirt from where he was eating the hand of the child as he stands over you, having just touched you, and you are freaking out.
Ah! Ah! Get away from me! And like I imagine this blood is like soaked into his hat that it's almost starting to look like a Santa Claus hat.
I go. Jesus, Chuck, I'm trying to help you.
Ah!
You hear Tony as it like continues to like slide and crawl its way towards you. Chuck, it is your turn now.
Get away from me! Get away from me! He's gonna run away, and he is going to go where Tony was and hide under the bed.
Love that. So you dash across the room, almost colliding with James, and you like try to squeeze your body underneath the bed and throw these covers underneath you. You're shaking. You're terrified.
As much as he hates kids, like he'll do what a little kid does.
Chuck, where are you going?
Ah! He runs past you and like the hat is like flopping up and down, drenched in blood. The whole back end of him is drenched in blood. And he's like, as he's running past you, he's like stumbling, slipping, like because he's drenched. Like stumbling through this thing, like leaving bloody trail marks on the wall as he runs away, and just like slides under the bed.
So Naomi and James, you guys are in the hallway as you see this huge fleshy monster burst forth from the half-closed doors of the master bedroom, shattering them, splintering them. Glass goes flying on the ground. And James, you were right next to, you were in the hallway because you were going to grab Chuck. So it is closest to you right now. And it is going to try and attack you. These tiny little fingers reach out to you, trying to like pull you closer towards its mouth. And they got a 26, which is a hard success.
I'm gonna dodge. I got a 29, which is also a hard success.
Okay,
Nice.
so it gnashes its teeth at you. You dodge last second, and it like slaps part of its fleshy body against the wall. But it's kind of like omnidirectional. It's got fingers all over the place, mouths all over the place, eyes all over the place. So it kind of like hits the wall, but like shifts itself to look towards you and Naomi. And it's gonna move past you, kind of like squishing you against the wall a little bit. And it's going to try and bite Naomi now.
Ugh.
And it got a 16, which is another hard success. So you can try to fight back, dodge, or do nothing. Fighting back, you can deal damage back to it, but you have less of a chance of succeeding because
Yeah.
You'd have to get an extreme success.
extreme success. Yeah.
I would love to say that she would dodge, but I do think that she would fight back. I mean, gun is in hand.
Okay.
I think that she, like, this thing's coming at her and she just goes, "Ah! Ah!" and just, like, shoots it. I did not get it. I might spend some luck to get this one. Do I just have to succeed or do I have to get a hard success to deal damage
You
back?
gotta get an extreme success.
If you do
I don't
better,
care.
then it's hard.
Well, we've only got 1.5 episodes of this left. I could spend 20 luck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Why not?
Whatever you want to do.
do it.
Why
I'm
not?
not
Do it.
Let's spend 20 luck.
So you turn this into an extreme success, and you shoot this fleshy beast as it comes towards you. How much damage are you doing?
That's 2 damage, please. Her aim isn't as good because she's shooting in a panic. But now she's got this thing at point blank, as it's like, run up on her. So she's gonna try to shoot it again. That time was an extreme failure.
You shoot first in a panic, it slams into the fleshy stomach of this thing, but then you're like rapidly trying to aim again. You hit the wall right above it, it growls at you, throwing like this bloody spittle at you. James, it is your turn. Naomi is pretty much cornered in the hallway. Chuck is hiding in the bedroom. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna pull out my revolver. I'm gonna try to put 3 shots into this thing. First one, I have to roll a disadvantage.
Oh my gosh, you do.
Oh, dude.
I got an 83.
Okay.
But how much luck do I got? A lot of luck. I
You're
only
lucky
need to get
man.
a 60, so I'll spend 23 to succeed.
Okay.
So I'll be at 42. And then that's gonna do a D8, 5 damage. And then now I need to get a hard success, right? Or no?
No, you have a penalty die, so I think...
I have a penalty die. I already have a penalty die, so I'm just rolling.
Yeah.
I'm just rolling with my penalty die, like normal.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 90 on my second one.
Okay.
And then on my third, I got an 11, which is a extreme success.
Let's
Yeah, it
go.
is.
Extreme is max, right?
Go ahead and do max roll for it.
Okay. It takes 8 more damage.
This thing explodes in a violent burst of viscera, fingers, child's fingers, eyes, teeth, and flops to the ground, just spreading this ooze onto the ground, and like basically goes up to like your shins in just blood simmering in the hallway. Naomi, you feel something hit your foot as this thing kind of like falls apart. Not just, fingers, eyes, teeth. Like this thing feels hard.
Behind this thing too, you just see like James with, a smoking gun.
It's like, I imagine also it's like when it explodes, she like squinches her face so it doesn't get in her eyes. It's like she opens her eyes and it's just like James with a smoking gun, and then something touches her foot. She's just, yeah! And then she's gonna like slowly touch the thing with her foot to try to figure out what it is.
It moves when you touch it with your foot, but it doesn't seem to be alive.
I'm gonna reach down and I'm gonna pick it up.
As you reach down and pick it up, you retrieve this small black wooden box from the blood. It's about, a foot long by half a foot wide. And there's a silver latch that is keeping the lid closed.
Good shot, James.
Is everybody okay?
Ask me tomorrow.
I'm going to trudge over under the bed and like try to like grab at I'm like not saying anything, but I'm just trying to grab at Chuck and pull him out from under the bed.
You know when you're like scared as a kid and you hide under the covers but you just have like your eyes out? That's Chuck under the bed. So like he knows that you've dealt with this thing. He doesn't try to fight you, but he also doesn't try to help you as you pull him out. You're literally just gonna drag him out, and he's just like curled up into the fetal position, like a little kid.
Yeah, I like pull you out, and I'm like, come on, Chuck, help me out here.
I don't. Is it over? It's over, right? It's over, right?
Yeah, it's over. I really need a drink.
A kid? Isn't a kid? What the heck? Okay. And I like slowly stand up. Like I take the cap off my head. Gingerly, like when you're gonna touch something dirty, he just like, pinches it and throws it away from himself. he looks at James, and I look at Naomi, and well, that's over. Glad you're okay. I'm sorry, I couldn't do anything. I literally watched him disintegrate. There's no Tony anymore. I don't know what that is.
Chuck, I don't think anybody could blame you for the way that you reacted.
I'm glad you think it's okay. I hope you
So-
don't think any less of me. That was horrible. That was absolutely horrible.
That was horrible. Gentlemen, I think we need to start being a little smarter about this. It seems to me that every room that we enter there's some sort of trial, and we're getting pieces of the puzzle as we go. And the way I see it, we have one of two options. We either keep blindly following this path that's been set for us, this sick game that is being played blindly, or we start trying to put some shit together, trying to figure out what's happening next.
Listen, if you got an idea of what's going on, I'd love to hear it.
I also feel like this night didn't start for me up in the master suite on the 3rd floor. Do y'all remember that woman in white down at the party? Her name was Lorraine. She was the one I stumbled into very early on in the night, James, that you were so kindly making fun of me for. Well, I went to her room for a nightcap, and she turned into some sort of walking corpse who has apparently been here for decades.
Well, I can't call you crazy, because I also have seen something that should be dead. I gotta be honest with you, both. I'm on leave from my job because I got a little too handsy with a criminal.
And by handsy, you mean dead?
I don't answer that and just continue. He showed up, and it was freaky.
Is that who you were fighting in the hallway just now? Who you were talking to?
Yeah.
Well, it seems that everything is out to get us, and not even our pasts are safe. But at the very least, right now, we're all together, and we can make some sort of plan.
Alright, so we've got this box. We have a letter to Danny. There's that weird drawing we found with the 2 little girls. I'm assuming those are the 2 little girls that we saw that James also... I'm assuming those were the 2 little girls. And we can probably assume that they're dead. So I'm starting to think that maybe most of the people that we've seen tonight aren't people.
I don't think the water was actually rusty. And I don't think... I'm not sure about Mr. Do It. But... Did you all see how he looked in the fireworks?
No, how'd he look?
Bloody. In the band. The band. They stopped moving. They're just still like a corpse. Like everything else in this place.
Was this for us? Is this place trying to trap us specifically? Or were we just the fools that stumbled into it?
Listen, I think the only way we're gonna get out of here is if we it's certainly not going to be staying in this room.
Right you are. You hear the voice of Lloyd come from the hallway.
I'm not even gonna turn and look at him.
And I'll like audibly like cock the hammer of my revolver and say, Lloyd, if you're gonna do something freaky, I'm gonna pump this door full of lead.
No, sir. I'm here to apologize, sir. I will have someone come and take care of this mess. It is rather unfortunate. I hope that you are still enjoying your stay here.
Yeah, maybe if you got a drink for me, Lloyd.
Of course, sir. Like I said earlier in the evening, the gold room is always open for you. Whatever you want.
Lloyd, are you gonna let us leave?
Why, of course. I came to open the door for you. I'd heard the commotion. I didn't want you to stay in here for too long.
While you're at it, Lloyd, you don't happen to know where Mr. Jack and Wendy are, do you?
Chuck, the kid exploded into a pile of viscera. We don't care about where his parents don't exist.
Yeah, Chuck, shut the fuck up.
Well, of course I do, sir. They've been downstairs with the rest of the guests.
Lloyd, can you take us downstairs?
No, I apologize. I have other duties I need to attend to, but the door is open for you.
I look at everybody and I'm like my eyebrows are raised, like, are we gonna go?
Or I will go and look for another candlestick to grab.
You can grab your one from before that you had dropped.
I'll look at James and him and be like, the last time I opened a door, it didn't end very well. Perhaps one of you goes first.
I'm gonna stand up and say, gentlemen, we walk the path. She's gonna go walk out the door.
Ladies first.
You leave the spare room and walk into the small hallway, trudging through the meat-ridden blood that slowly trickles between the door frame into the hall. And Naomi, as you open the door into the hall, Lloyd is not there, but you do see that the third floor has returned to its former self. Mostly. The doors are back in their places, all of them numbered again, including the presidential suite, and the stairwell is there once more. However, the carpet on the stairs does not match what was there prior. Now it's orange with hexagon patterns, and Naomi, you instantly recognize this as the same carpet that led into room 217. Blood from this fake Tony's melted body streams down the staircase to your left and down to the right towards an elevator.
All right, well, God. Yeah, of course. Well, shall we head down?
Sure.
Let's see if Lorraine wants a return visit, shall we? And I'm gonna start walking towards the stairs.
The three of you approach the staircase, and as you take a glance down, it makes your mind spin. You're not quite sure why, but all of a sudden, looking at this carpet is like looking at some sort of optical illusion. The pattern doesn't quite compute in your mind, and you feel like you're walking in every which way simultaneously. As you look at it, can everybody please give me a power roll?
Ooh, this is a new one. What is power for?
Power is like your willpower, your mental blockage sort of thing.
Oh. Nerves of Steel, 49. I succeeded.
I'm gonna spend 19 luck.
Damn.
I failed. I could spend 11 luck, but I'm not gonna.
I need
I
to
don't
spend
think
it
you
at
should.
some point.
I
so-
think you should hold on.
Normal, hard, or critical success?
I got a normal success.
I spent luck to get a normal success.
Okay. All three of you have this violent mental assault as you are looking at it. And because you did not beat a hard success, you all take 5 sanity point loss.
I thought you were gonna say damage, and I was
Oh.
like, oh!
Oh,
Naomi, give me an intelligence check.
That's a fail. This is a good thing. I keep forgetting that that's a good thing. I want to fail these.
You are able to keep it together. You've seen the pattern before, despite the fact that for some reason it's like looking through 3 kaleidoscopes pushed back to back. You are able to walk down the stairs slowly, but you're able to make it. Chuck, James, you guys are both going to go through another bout of madness.
She's been blackout enough times that she can make it down these stairs.
Both of you roll me a d10.
I got a 3.
I got another 10.
I don't remember if I'm doing the rules of this right, of like which things you roll, but I think since we're doing a short thing, the more madness we build up, the better. So.
And I think this is a 3-shot, and we're playing a game that brings us joy. And anybody who wants to rules lawyer us, find me, catch me in the city.
Hey, this might be a 2-shot for James.
So you see rats running down the stairs along this disgusting, abnormal pattern that makes no sense in your mind. And as you see the rats, you remember that you were eating one. And you become under the delusion that you are suffering from the bubonic plague, and you only have a few hours left to live, as you have nosomania, the delusion of suffering from an imagined disease. Chuck, as you are stumbling down the stairs, you see James like kind of grasping at the railing. His eyes go wide for a second as though he's seeing something, and he continues to stumble down. Then you see Naomi, and she doesn't seem to be slowing down as much as you guys are. And that makes you so mad. So mad that you want to hit her with your candlestick. As you have violence now in your heart towards Naomi as you are walking down the stairs for the next 2 rounds.
I see James sort of slow down on the stairs. He's freaking out. I have seen some scary shit, and I'm walking down the stairs, and Naomi is booking it down the stairs, like not even caring that we're slow and freaking out. And Chuck just yells, "Can't you see that we're struggling in here?" And he throws the candle at Naomi's head.
Give me a throw roll. And Naomi, if you want to try and dodge, I will let you do it with a disadvantage since you are obviously like not looking at him.
Because he yelled first, I think she would have been in the process of turning around. Because I was sitting here, and I was like, I think she'd try to dodge, especially if she's not looking. She's kind of just assuming that these two have got her back. But he yelled a thing beforehand, so I think she would have been like at least starting to turn around.
So I'll let you dodge with the penalty die.
Not even necessary. I got a 94.
I succeeded. I rolled a 5 for damage out of a d6.
Naomi,
Not dead yet.
what is your maximum, or what is your hit points right now?
I'm at 11 hit points out of 12.
1 point away. 1 point away from a major wound.
That close.
She'd wear it well.
Naomi, you are turning to look at why Chuck is screaming, and bam! You get hit in the side of your face with this flying candlestick, and it gashes you across your face. Immediately, you start to bleed down your cheek.
Can I see this happen too. Is there something that I can like step in and do?
Why don't you give me a power roll as you're seeing these rats and trying to cope with the fact that you have the bubonic plague?
I'm gonna spend 10 points to succeed.
Okay, you were able to snap out of it long enough to see Chuck start to like basically lunge down the stairs towards Naomi.
I wanna like grab him and just kind of like shove him up against the railing, and yell at him, "Chuck, what the hell, man?"
Let's do an opposed strength, or I guess it would be a fighting brawl and either a fight back or dodge.
I think in the name of violence here, Chuck would fight back. Okay, so yeah, Chuck throws this candlestick, hits Naomi with it, bludgeons the shit out of her face, and is like in the process of like lunging down the stairs with the thought of he can shove her down the stairs and she'll hit the ground. And then you go and try to shove me into the wall.
Into the railing.
Into the
right?
railing.
Because it's like a railing and we can like see over the edge of it.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm thinking like the stairs in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Chuck like reeling, I go and try to sideswipe you with a fist. Like just with my momentum getting thrown around, I'm like winging you in the face.
Trying to.
I got a success. I had to roll a 25 or below, and I got 22.
I also got a normal success.
Okay.
So that means
You're
that
the
he fails.
Yes, the fight back
Yes.
I think fails.
Fight back fails. So you shove him against this railing, and you lose sight of Naomi for a moment.
What the hell, Chuck? You wanna die? What the fuck are you doing?
She just wouldn't slow down. Don't you see what's happening to us here? This is horrible. She won't. Ah! And I think, like, you're seeing in his eyes, like, he's confused. Like, he's enraged, like, bloodshot eyes, but he's, like, looking all around. Like,
I think we gotta, like, roll initiative or something. Maybe, because you're still enraged for, like, another round, right? Or this was, like, the last round that you're enraged?
it was two.
This was
2 rounds.
It was 2 rounds, yeah. So you win as kind of like a surprise. So that would be the end of the first round. This is the beginning of the second round. So
Okay, so he's still
he's still
angry.
enraged for one more round. Naomi, you are almost at the bottom of the stairs. You see that James has pushed Chuck against the railing. Chuck is currently like struggling to break free from this. He's yelling about you. What would you like to do?
She's holding her face. Her face is bleeding, because head wounds bleed a lot. And so she's trying to stop her face from bleeding. She's the one constant in this whole fuck fest that's been going on has been that these two guys have ultimately been like, we've been helping each other out. It's like we've saved each other's lives a couple of times tonight. And so this was kind of like the final straw a little bit of like, okay, we've established a new normal, it's us against this hotel, and then all of a sudden it's not us against this hotel. And so
James got violent, Chuck got violent.
Chuck got violent. That's the weird one, because it's like James getting violent, I don't think she was surprised by that. 'Cause it's like the minute that he showed up and was like, I'm on leave, she's like, this guy killed someone. It's like he killed someone or he slept with someone's wife. Like it was one of the two, right? But it's like when Chuck got violent, I think I think she stays at the, like, she doesn't go back up the stairs. I think she's gonna start yelling at Chuck. I think she's just gonna be like, Chuck, what are you talking about? We've been through all of this. We've been through all of this together, and now you're just... God, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. Fuck you guys.
I like look at Naomi leave, and I'm like looking at Chuck, and I like look back and forth.
While you do that, Chuck spits in your face. Let me go, James. Let me go.
Oh, so you want to play that game, you little fucker? And I think James is gonna just reel back and try to rock this guy.
Also, could I roll a sanity roll for after Chuck hits me in the head? With
Sure,
the
yeah.
candlestick?
I think just in the name of being violent here, he's gonna... I feel like the hotel has given Chuck, like, this moment of, like, courage. And he's, like, filled him with this, like, oh, I'm strong, even though he's not at all. And he's gonna fight back again. He fails this time. Hard.
I'm rolling disadvantage still. I got a 39, and I needed a 40.
Okay.
So it's a
Hey.
normal success.
Let's go.
Naomi, what was your sanity check?
Yeah, my sanity check was 46, which is normally pretty good, but my sanity is down to a 39, so that failed.
How much health do you have?
Oh, I have 9.
You're about to kill Chuck.
No, but I'm gonna get close.
Naomi, you're gonna take a D4 sanity loss.
5 damage.
Is that a major wound?
What is it? More than half of my total hit points, or what I currently have?
When you lose over half your max HP in one blow,
I have maximum of 10, so I would have lost exactly half.
as you lose it, you get a major wound and you immediately fall prone, just like collapsing to the ground and falling the rest of the way down the stairs. You need to roll me a Constitution check.
I think, honestly, I have you, like, leaned over the edge of the railing, and so I might just, like, push and let you go off the side.
Yes, you flip over the side onto the ground below.
As it happens, like, it's a... like, not permanently, but in the moment, it's like, you know, when you get concussed, you know, like, blackout, KO, at least for a second. Constitution check. I got A hard success.
Okay, so you know, like you said, you go black for just a second, but then you slowly regain consciousness in excruciating pain. Your mind clears, and you have no idea why you were mad at Naomi.
I don't think Naomi made it very far, honestly. And I think she's going to hear Chuck's body hit the ground, and she's gonna whip around and just be like, okay, fuck, okay, and she's gonna go check on Chuck.
I'm also like, I'm a little stunned as well, from pushing him over the edge. In my mind, I'm like, I fucking did it again. Oh fuck. Oh no, Chuck. And I rush down the stairs too.
Oh, what just happened? And he'll like look up to see where he fell from. And are you just like sitting over the edge of the railing, James?
Yeah, as I'm like saying all of that, you're like looking up at me. And then I start rushing down the stairs.
Oh, I think I just did something to my shoulder. Oh my god. Naomi, are you okay? I'm so sorry.
Don't save it. Are you gonna survive?
And he like puts weight on his like right arm, and I imagine like it kind of gives out under him a little bit.
All right. Take it easy.
Oh, I deserved that quite a lot. I really deserved that. Oh my god. I think I dislocated my shoulder.
I'd say that sounds about right. James, you all right up there?
As you're saying that, I'm like already by your side. Jesus, Chuck, what were you doing? You went crazy.
I don't know what came over me. This damn hotel. I want you both to know I would never do such a thing. This is not me.
But you did, Chuck. And I'm not saying you chose to, but I don't know, the blood I'm tasting, I feel like, tells a different story.
I deserve any hell that you give me. It is well deserved.
Look, why don't we deal with that when we get out of here?
There's a lot of things that we all gotta deal with. Let's just get out of here first.
I wholeheartedly agree.
Chuck, your shoulder's dislocated. I think I can put it back in place. And I would like to try to first aid him.
Okay.
I'm going to spend 24 luck to help out Chuck, because I don't want to hurt him.
Gosh. Okay.
I'm burning through this shit.
Make it work.
Hey,
Guilt.
listen, I'm dying in a few hours. Anyway.
Yeah.
So you pop his shoulder back into place.
Oh.
Chuck, you're able to move it. You regain 1 hit point.
I do the whole like, this is gonna hurt. I'll count to 3, and I go 1, and then I pop it back into place.
Oh, that you're supposed to count to 3, James. I guess on we go then.
Yeah.
I kind of like throw a glance at Naomi, like, and just kind of like shake my head, and I'll stand up and I'll lead the way.
I feel like she's taken off her like little vest and it's like holding it to her forehead to keep herself from like, so that she can continue to see. You just like start shaking your head, and she's like, the look she gives you is just like, dude, yeah.
You could try to first aid yourself too.
Oh, that's true. I'm gonna try to first aid myself.
Yeah, I mean, you seem like you've got the know-how, and it definitely makes sense.
Oh, she's patched herself up a few times.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's a 6.
Ooh.
That's an extreme success.
It's not rules as written, but I'll go ahead and let you do 2 hit points for doing an extreme success.
Thank
We've done that
you.
before in the last
So
campaign.
generous.
That's what you did, yeah.
So, you guys get yourself patched up a little bit, enough. You stand up and you turn to look down the hall, and you see that the door to room 237, which was pretty much directly in front of you when you walk down the stairs, is slightly ajar, and you hear through the other side of the door.
Don't be shy. We know the way out. Come play with us, and we'll show you.
Nope.
But past the door, you see near a pillar, Horace Derwent stands next to the pillar. There's like an emergency fire hose coiled around it, and you guys kind of hear this faint sound, almost like wasps buzzing, coming from it. Horace is standing next to it, and he also holds a leash, which is attached to a collar of barbed wire that's digging into Roger's neck. But unlike before, it almost appears as though Roger isn't like in a costume, but he's somehow melded with it. He's becoming this like sickening man-dog hybrid with twitching ears, a nose dripping black mucus, and watery, bloodshot eyes. So you see the door with the little girls telling you to come play. You see Derwent next to the pillar. He smiles. He says, Let's have a chat, friends. I'm worried you aren't enjoying your stay at the lovely hotel. Come on, gold room, drinks on me. We'll talk this whole thing out.
I immediately draw my gun on him. I'm Federal Agent James Epperson. Shut the fuck up and get out of our way.
Well, Federal Agent James Epperson, you look like you're thirsty. You look like you could, use a bit of a drink. Like I said, on me. Gold room. Let's have a talk.
When he says that, my mouth is like so dry. I really, really need this drink. Gun is still pointed at him. Gold room's on the first floor, right?
Yeah, it is. Just down one more flight of stairs. Simple as that. Past the Colorado Lounge, down the hall and into the gold room.
Yeah, how about you, stay up here for a few more minutes and we'll meet you there.
Alright, just don't keep me waiting too long. Feeling a bit parched myself.
I look back at you guys and I just start, like, the gun is pointed at him the whole time, and I just start, like, moving for the staircase to go down another floor. Because we gotta go that way anyway, right?
Yeah, I think that makes the most sense.
Yeah.
I think Naomi's about to do something a little stupid. I think that she's going to try to throw open the door to 237 as we're going by, so that if the little girls turn into horrible, awful monsters, that they are getting in Derwent's way.
You throw open the door to 237 and you're shocked to see that the room is completely identical to 217. In fact, there's even 2 half-drank champagne glasses on the table exactly where you and Lorraine left yours earlier in the night. And you see in the doorway between the sitting room and the bedroom, the 2 little girls are standing there holding hands. You notice one of them is missing their hand. And they say,
Have you come to play?
Yeah, little girls, let's play. And she's gonna turn and she's gonna sprint towards the stairs.
They do not give chase. But as you run past Roger, he yanks on his chain and starts to, like, try to go after you.
I've been glaring at Derwent the whole time that, like, James was talking to him. She does not like this guy. And then as soon as, like, she's going past and this dog, like, jerks at the chain with her, she's just going to look at him with, like, the most vitriol in her eyes as possible. She's just gonna... It's a poor master that can't train its fucking dog. And she's going to, like, spit at him.
I shoot the dog. I had my gun aimed. As soon as this dog, like, twitches towards Naomi, I'm just gonna fucking shoot him, and then run the other way.
Give me your firearm attack.
I pass. Normal success.
All right, do your damage.
6 damage.
This bullet slams into Roger. Immediately, Derwent lets go of the leash, and it starts to chase after you. So you see Roger. He's on all fours, half man, half dog, growling, and he's going to, like, lunge at you, James, try to bite you on your thigh. He got just 1 under his hard success.
So if I dodge, I need to get a hard success?
Yes.
With disadvantage. We'll see. In fact, I fumble.
Roger lunges at you, sinks his human/canine hybrid teeth into your inner thigh, immediately drawing blood, and you take You take 4 damage.
I'm so fine.
You're
I'm
gonna
still
die in a
double
few hours
digits.
anyways, so.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
Now the dog has the bubonic plague.
Little jokes on this dog. This dog's also
He,
gonna
like,
die in a few hours.
bites into me, and there's just like the tiniest little, like, one side of my mouth perks up a little bit because now I think this dog is gonna die from the bubonic plague.
You're gonna die.
So it bites into your leg, drawing blood. You kind of like stumble, kick it away. Are you guys going to try and continue to fight Roger, or are you going to run towards the gold room?
Chuck is definitely gonna run.
We're gonna run. I'm running.
Chuck would have made a point to absolutely avoid looking at anything where the kid voices were coming from, the little girls were coming from, and would have just let Naomi and
Oh yeah.
they were having beef with the dog, and Charles was trying to leave.
Yeah, James goes, "Fuck your fucking dog," and I like kick the dog in the head away from me, and bolt for the stairs.
You guys are sprinting down the stairs from the 2nd floor down towards the Colorado Lounge, going down the orange and brown hexagon steps. When you get towards the Colorado Lounge, Roger's still hot on your tail.
Head to the gold room. Maybe we can bar the door.
You guys sprint down the stairs, almost hurtling over the railing to get to the 1st floor of the Colorado Lounge. It looks almost identical to what you had seen before, but now all of those stuffed animal heads that were on the wall that you had admired before are craning their necks to look at you, watching you as you run by, their eyes turning towards you, starting to squirm, and then blood starts to shoot from their nose and their mouth, and you hear through their gurgling cries, they say,
Why haven't you saved us? There was so much time. Now you'll die here. Now you'll float here. You'll be here forever and ever. You've damned yourselves. Free yourselves.
Everybody give me a sanity check.
Fail.
I got a 94. I don't think it's a fumble, but it might be.
No, it's not. It's 96 and up.
I got a 76.
D6 of sanity loss. As the blood from their mouths and their nose pour to the ground, starting to drip down the Native American tapestries across the grand piano and starting to stain the rugs on the ground.
6.
I'm still sane somehow. I've only got 4.
Lost 2, James lost 6, Naomi lost 4. James, you develop cynophobia, the fear of dogs. Chuck, you see all the blood pouring out of the mouths of these animals, staining the beautiful tapestries, the rugs, the piano, and you faint.
No!
Oh no.
Roger's gonna get his ass!
I'm booking it down this Colorado Lounge. The gold room is just, within reach. And he looks over to the beautiful Native American iconography, seen all last night, I guess today, really. All today. And it's like, outside of the craziness of this thing, that was like the one thing that stuck in his mind. He was like, damn, this place was really beautiful. And now it's horrifying. And he faints, like mid-run, fucking face plant skids across the floor.
Oh, he's gonna have a rug burn on his forehead.
Naomi and James, you guys watch as Chuck hits the floor, skids across a little bit, so close to the gold room.
I don't have great strength, but I think as soon as, once again, it's like as soon as Naomi hears his body hit the ground, she's immediately like, trying to see how close Roger is.
Mm-hmm.
But she's running back towards Chuck, and it's gonna kind of be a game time decision whether she's gonna start dragging him or whether she's gonna try to shoot this dog.
I'm gonna double back and help too. So like I'll grab Chuck and fireman carry over the shoulder into the bar.
Why don't you give me a strength check?
That is a normal success.
So you heave Chuck over your shoulder and a fireman carry. Naomi, you've kind of helped him get slung over his back, and you see Roger barreling towards you. He is going to be on you in an instant. Would you like to shoot him? Would you like to try to run away? Would you like to try and dodge him?
She's going to fight back, but I don't think she's gonna use her gun. I think if the dog is like on her, I think she's gonna like pull the garrote wire out of her fucking sleeve and try to poke out this dog. This dog, man.
A 41, which is a regular success.
I also got a regular success. Do I need to get a better success?
Yes, if you're gonna fight
Yeah.
back, you have to get a better
Okay, what did
success.
I get? I need
So
to spend. I'll spend 7 luck and get a better success. Yeah, so I imagine it's like as Roger like jumps on her, it's like she uses the momentum of his jump to kind of swing, like roll a little bit and get the wire around his throat so that she's choking him.
Perfect. Roll your damage.
Okay, it's 1d6 plus DB.
You
Your
have a damage bonus.
Ah, what is my damage bonus? I
It
don't
should be
have
on the
a
bottom right of
I
the
don't have a
first
damage
page.
bonus. It's a 0.
Okay.
So that's 4.
So you are yanking this around his neck. You hear him sputtering, gasping. He's like spitting out black slobber and slime, and he's gonna try to like wriggle free. You see that James carries Chuck into the gold room. Are you going after them, or are you staying here?
It takes about 10 seconds of choking someone out to get them to pass out, if you're doing it right.
Okay. Okay.
So I think she's gonna try to stick with the dog for a sec so that she can get away cleanly.
Sounds good. So it's about 2 rounds then for choking someone out to make them go unconscious. So he's gonna make his second attack on you then. I rolled a 4,
Bro.
Oh,
which is an extreme success.
Bro.
brother.
You'd have to dodge.
You'd have to dodge,
at an
but get an
extreme
extreme.
success.
Fingers and toes are crossed.
I needed to get an 8. I rolled a 74.
Ooh.
You take 5 damage.
Close to death, but somehow not majorly wounded.
Are you letting go of this wire when it bites you, or are you gonna try to choke him out for another round?
Oh god, okay, I think she's letting go. Where is he biting? Actually, let me ask that. Where is he biting?
I imagine if you have him around the neck, he like leans up and bites you in your bicep.
Second attack. The crit bites part of your ear off.
There you go.
On
That's
the
good.
side that Chuck hit you with the candlestick.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's all just one side. One fucked up side.
There you go. So he like reaches past the gash across your cheek and bites in your ear, tearing off half of it.
And she's gonna try to shove this dog, shove him, kind of like face down. And she is going for the door.
You rush in and are able to close the door before Roger can even like get himself flipped back over and run towards the door. Why don't you guys give me a dexterity? Who has the lowest dexterity? It's
Me.
I think it's
you, but
Chuck,
you're
but he's
unconscious.
unconscious.
So James, why don't you give me a dexterity check?
Literally so good at Dex.
You got it. You're so good at dex.
A success.
Yes!
68, by the way.
The two of you together are able to throw a bunch of chairs in front of this door, throw one of the tables in front of it, and prevent Roger from getting in. He kind of like smashes his head against the door a couple times, barking at you, and then just kind of like sits there looking at you with blood dripping down his face.
It might be redundant. I have a locksmith skill, and I was like, can I try to lock the door? Don't know if I need to do that right now.
Yeah, why don't you do that too? Do
Like,
you want to like do like an extra lock?
Yeah, I do. I really do. She does not.
There's no
want-
key, so you'd have to lock pick it. Yeah, we'll do that. I like that.
absolutely. She's gonna pull the 2 of the strategically placed pins in her hair that she's already bent into shape.
Perfect.
And she's gonna try to lock this door.
And while you're doing that, like as soon as we got the door blocked, I like stand, straight up and kind of just like it feels a little natural, but it's James is in a trance. He flips right around and walks right to the bar.
I got 50, so I did not succeed.
So you do not get a second set of reassurance there. But you turn around, you see Chuck unconscious on the ground and James walking directly towards the bar. The gold room is completely empty, though all the lights are on. You can hear somewhere nearby some sort of jazzy song playing that you've never heard before, but there's no radio nearby or a band that's playing it. It's coming from somewhere else. You see as James walks up towards the bar, there's a man sitting there. You see him from behind. He's balding in the back and he's got a tuxedo on. And he's got an empty glass that he raises up in a cheers motion before bringing it to his mouth and tapping 2 fingers on the table and saying, "Another Lloyd, if you wouldn't mind." And you guys recognize this as Grady, the guy that you had seen out in the hedge maze, chasing his daughters and playing with them.
I sit down at the bar and also tap 2 fingers, just completely silent.
You tap your fingers, and Lloyd is not behind the bar like you'd expect him to, as he normally is, and especially after Grady said, his name. And you blink, and there is a glass in front of you, like a tumbler, and it's filled with a very dark brown red.
Is there like liquor behind the bar?
There is no liquor behind the bar. The bar is empty.
I like pick it up and give it a sniff.
It's got like this really heavy metallic scent in it.
Okay, do I think it's alcohol?
You definitely smell alcohol in there, yeah.
Because I will drink this, but if it's just like very clearly blood, I'm like, well,
No, you would say that you smell 90% metallic and 10% liquor.
There's like a little sweetness to it. I like look at Grady and I do like a cheers and throw it back.
As you bring it back down, your field of vision is opened again, and you see Liam standing behind the bar, and he's kind of like smiling at you, and he says, I told you you'd get a nice taste for it.
Do I feel like the mania kind of subside?
The mania is starting to subside, but you are still thirsty. Chuck, you start to gain consciousness, seeing Naomi fiddling around with the lock in the gold room. And as you kind of like tilt your head back a little bit, you see James sitting at the bar with Grady.
I imagine him skidding across the floor. Chuck has got
He's got
a
rug
rug burn across his face.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Chuck?
that hurt
You're-
really bad. Oh,
Thank God you're okay.
Oh, I didn't do that to you, did I?
No, this one's courtesy of our favorite four-legged friend. Oh man.
Well, you still look great either way. It's fine. It is
Chuck, I am really not that worried about the way that I look
Bill's
now.
character. I don't know what else to do right now.
Everybody loves a dame with a handsome scar.
I look at Naomi's wound and see James over by the bar. It's like, I'm sorry. I really do feel like the weakest link here, and I'm sorry you had to drag me in here. But why is he at the bar already?
I don't know. You say weakest link, but I don't know. I don't know about him.
I will try to be better in the future. And he pulls himself up against the wall, stands up straight, does his best, considering all the stuff that's happened. I do my best to make myself look presentable again. Stand up straight, look at Naomi, and let's go check on James.
Do you think you could find something to disinfect this for me, or like a rag?
Sure, absolutely.
That would be so tremendous.
In the ballroom, are there any is there anything set up? Is there any tables? I know the bar.
The tables are set up. All the chairs are still by their tables, but there's nobody here. The stage is dark. There's no band, instruments, anything.
Are there plates set up? Any silverware or anything? It's just straight table with tablecloth on it or something?
I would say that you could probably assume that if there's napkins and stuff, they might be behind the bar.
I will check behind the bar really quick, Naomi.
Liam, it's not like I'm gonna be living much longer anyway, and to be completely honest with you, can't say it's the first time.
Why you say that? Come on, man. You still got plenty of time in you. Nah. Don't worry about the stuff I said earlier. You're fine. Just drink up.
Let me tell you a story. I served. 1918, I think. 1917. It's hard to say. Well, there I was, in the trenches. I served with this guy, what was his name? I think it was Tommy. Our trench was bombarded with artillery and pretty much everybody was killed. Except me. And this guy, Tommy. We laid in that trench for a day. We heard movement coming up to us. We assumed it was the enemy taking over our line and covered ourselves up with our comrades. They didn't find me. And I think I laid in that trench for a few more days. And the rats, they were vicious. Didn't have much to eat, and I didn't like the rats, so I finished off the rest of my glass. And, like, you guys came in for me, like, telling that story.
Appreciate the honesty. Not a whole lot of that from you recently. Another one on the house for you. And you see your drink, just like in a snap, refilled. And this time you don't smell any of the metallics in it. This time it's just alcohol.
Quick question. Do Naomi and I see Liam?
You do not see Liam, no. You do see Grady, though.
Do we see his drink glass?
You do see his drink glass. It is empty.
I will go around the bar, and, there's no alcohol on the shelves, but are there any, napkins or, I don't know, any hidden alcohol under the shelf?
Yeah, so everything's pretty barren, but on a middle shelf, you see a small set of napkins and one small thing of alcohol. Like it was just directly placed there just for you.
Chuck will, look up, and Naomi be like, well, we're in luck! And he grabs a napkin and he grabs the little thing of alcohol, and he'll walk over to Naomi and, start using the alcohol to, disinfect the napkin. I don't know if you're any good at this. I don't deal with wounds ever.
It's fine. It's fine, Chuck.
I could
No.
try and
Just tell me if I'm leaving a mess. I'm gonna roll first aid. Yeah, I'll spend 9 luck to make this succeed.
You gain back a hit point. And Chuck, as you walked over, you're helping her apply this alcohol, and you kind of take in for the first time that they had set up a bunch of chairs and some tables in front of the doors to try to keep Roger out. And sitting at one of the chairs is Derwent. He's just kind of sitting there. He's got a glass of alcohol in his hand. He gives you a little smile. I heard that you're a big fan of the decor? That's right. You're a fan of the decor. An architect likes it, yeah? My decor, you like it?
You said all of the stuff on the doorway is still stacked there. He's just in this room now.
Correct. He's just sitting in one of the chairs.
Roger's not with him.
Correct. You don't even see Roger outside.
Naomi's shoulder. Do you see Derwent?
He's gonna look at him and go, "Where's your mutt?"
Had to send him off to the vet. Some bastard choked him near to death, so he's needing a little fix-up, but that's alright. Not worried about him right now. I told you I wanted to chat.
Shame it wasn't the farm upstate.
Shame. The little bitch deserves it, but not his time quite yet. The big man upstairs doesn't need him yet. He can stay with us just a little longer. You're a fan of architecture. You're an architect yourself. You came here, I was told, to learn a little bit about the history of this place, about the beauty of it. Do I have that right?
Yeah. Sure. I'm not sure I really care anymore.
How could you not care? It's a fascinating tale. I mean, Chuck. Magic. You don't get anything better than that in a story of a building. Magic. Come on, tell me that doesn't interest you at least a little bit.
Not when it's, I don't know, black magic. Terrible.
No.
It's terrible.
Nothing of the sort. This is beautiful, genuine magic of the earth that brought the Overlook to us.
I'm sorry, Mr. Derwent, but I've been in the architecture business long enough to know that you are a load of bullshit.
I've seen into your mind, and I think that you crave so desperately to hear this story. don't make me tell it to you in a way that you're not gonna like it. I want to share honestly, openly with you. This is your whole thing. This is why you came here. Let me tell you the story. Come on. You do this for me, and I'll owe you a favor.
Mr. Derwent, I'm sure you don't get refused very often, but I'm gonna have to decline.
He looks you dead in the eye. His voice drops a couple decibels, and he just says,
Listen to me.
can you please give me a power roll?
That's who it was. Tommy Thorogood. Didn't really like the guy, to be honest with you.
You're telling me you didn't like the guy that saved you? I mean, he's the whole reason, right? They took him, not you.
I like to think my hiding spot was just a little better than his.
Maybe so. You definitely got the better end of the stick, man. Let me tell you. You got the better end of the stick. Poor Tommy, he is, well, he's worse for wear. But you got to come to the most illustrious, beautiful hotel in the whole world. I mean, a couple rat bites. That ain't nothing. Compared to what you get now, compared to what Tommy gets, I mean, you're swimming in gold, friend. You're swimming in gold.
For a dead man, you make a lot of sense. And one dead man to another, you make a pretty good cocktail.
I was in the alcohol business. Too bad you, took me out before I could, do a little more good. But hey, it's alright.
You know, bygones be bygones, right?
Bygones be bygones, friends. And he, raises up a glass that just, kind of materializes out of nowhere towards you.
I raise a glass too.
I don't know if I want to use luck on this. I failed it.
How much luck do you have?
I say fail it. I said let's see what happens if you fail it.
I kind of want to fail it because I kind of want to hear him hear the story. I want to hear the story.
Yeah, you stuck by your character guns, and now we also get the benefit of hearing the story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There we go.
I'm purposely going to fail this. So I got a 72, so I failed the power roll.
So he says this, and, you feel, before when you'd heard your name, these warm fingers digging into the folds of your brain, and it's almost, comforting, and then, just snaps your head towards him. You look him directly in the eye. I'm so glad you decided to listen. It's a great story, trust me, and one that you're gonna want to hear if you ever want to get out of here. So listen good and well, okay? Do I have your undivided attention? Alright, good. That's what I thought. Those damn girls want to just take down the beauty of the Overlook, which I will happily let their father explain to you. But I need you to understand why we're fighting so hard for it. When I bought the hotel from Watson, he told me a fascinating tale. A fascinating tale. You see, the Overlook has always been a wonderful place. Like I said, it's a place of magic. Now, Watson said, this is coming from him, the dead man himself. Dead men tell no lies, so he's telling me the truth. Watson said that a man named Flagg told him exactly where to build the hotel. And if he did so, it would bring nothing but fortune for him and all of those that came down the line. And now look around you. The Gold Room, the pinnacle of beauty, alright? Flagg was right. This place is magical. This place is beautiful. We can be here forever and ever. Don't you want that? And now, those damn Grady girls, they want to burn this place to the ground. They hate this place. They want to destroy it. They threaten the success and future of the Overlook. Hell, they own your futures right now. They own your futures. I'll just be completely honest. If it weren't for them, you could have walked out those doors any minute that you damn well pleased. But they need to be corrected. And I can't do it. Lord knows I've tried. Their father can't do it. Lord knows he's tried. Alright? I think what we see now is that it's up to the three of you to correct this mistake. Correct those girls and you get to leave. You get to leave, and then anytime you want, you get to come back and enjoy the spoils of the hotel as an esteemed guest. No charge. Ever. I mean, imagine your own slice of paradise for free whenever you want. You just gotta do one little thing first. One little easy thing. Alright? and the magic and the beauty of the Overlook gets to reign forever.
So, Mr. Derwent, what is that thing that you need us to do?
Bringing the daughters here was a mistake. But that's the thing about mistakes, you can correct them. I just need you to correct the greedy girls, and you will be free forever.
Chuck, slowly turns his head at James and Naomi. Are they even paying any attention to Derwent now?
I think that James is still in conversation with Liam and Grady, but Naomi, whatever it is up to Naomi, whatever she's doing.
Yes. Naomi has been paying attention, but just in the way where it's like she's not looking at Derwent. Doing the thing where she's very, she's just waiting for her moment where she can be like, oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. What'd you say? But she is gonna, give you a look and just kind of, really subtly, shake her head.
Mr. Derwent, I have listened to your story, and while I think that might be, again, a great proposition, I'm gonna have to refuse you once again.
Chucky, old boy, I understand. Believe me, I do. I appreciate you listening to an old man's tale, how I came into this business. Now look, I'm not gonna lie. I don't tell the story nearly as well as old Pops over there does. He can tell you all the livelong day why his daughters need corrected. So, I wouldn't be opposed to you trying to listen from his side as well, if you, get my meaning.
Perhaps a father could be more persuasive than a random businessman that knows nothing of this man's children. But they're just children. Surely nothing bad needs to happen to them.
No. And correcting a child is easy. I mean, they're children.
So simple, I'm sure.
So simple. I'll give you everything you need to do.
Don't get me wrong, I don't like children. In fact, I really don't like children. But I also don't like you. And I think I don't like you a little more than I don't like children.
And hey, you know what? I admit it. I'm a bigger man. I didn't make the best impression in front of you guys earlier tonight. So, Mr. Grady over here, I hope and I pray to flag himself that he can talk just a little bit more sense into ya. Naomi, I see you over here. On the fence. Right on the fence. I mean, what is it that I can do? I mean, a businessman. What can I do to sweeten this deal for you? I mean, look, old Chucky over here, he is, 1.5 feet over the other side of the fence. And you're kind of, what can I do? Well, what can I say? What can I do to make you realize that what I'm saying, what I'm doing is for the betterment of not only the hotel, but you.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Derwent. Were you talking to me? I don't believe you ever addressed me before.
The coy attitude is disgusting. I'm over it. This little fake little thing that you're doing. I'm over it. All right? You've obviously been paying attention to me. You've obviously been paying attention to your friend Chuck over here. We're done playing this game. Do you want to make it out of here alive, or do you want to be damned forever? Because if you want to be damned forever, I'll be happy to be the one to do it to you.
All right, Mr. DeWint. Say we do correct these girls. What's that mean to you? What does that look like?
Well, as a secondary party, I can't quite give a description of how I need this done. You see, I would direct it to the father. I have my own personal ideas, none that I would ever force upon you or poor Mr. Grady himself. No, that is for him to decide. But, I think...
Oh yeah, because you never force yourself on a woman.
You are just as feisty as you were earlier. I should
A
be
joy
surprised.
and a delight converse with.
Yes, that is what Lorraine told me too. That is exactly what she described you as earlier. Look, I need you to correct the girls. You know what I mean. We're not running around this. You can talk to Grady. He's gonna tell you the same thing. Okay? You're either stuck here forever in hell, or you free yourself with one small little task.
Oh, hell.
Yeah. Would you not describe everything that's been happening to you as a living hell? Would you
Well,
not say that
sure, but I
everything
thought
you've
you
been
describing the
going
hotel
through?
as a beautiful heaven, an escape, an estate, something beautiful that needs to be preserved. And yet your
Oh, it
own
is.
mouth calls it a hell.
Oh, it is. It is the most beautiful, wonderful place to ever exist. But for you, you haven't committed the task that you need to get to the part where it's good. You see, you're still stuck in the hell of life. Now, once you complete your task, heaven awaits.
Alright, we'll hear what the man has to say.
That's all I ask.
You can kindly leave us alone.
He smiles, and as you say that, you blink, and he is just like gone.
You really want to hear him out?
Do not want to hear him out. Chuck, I think that I personally am not going to be able to make it through too many more fights tonight. So why don't we go find these girls and see if we can't learn more about them burning this place to the ground? If you hear me.
I do hear you loud and clear. I just had to double check.
I thought it might be easier to get back there if there's not, a rabid dog outside those doors.
Chuck and Naomi walk over towards the bar where James is.
I think, like, as they're walking up, I keep drinking these things, and I'm still so thirsty.
Keep drinking them, James. The glass is empty. I think she's just gonna pat him on the back. Keep drinking them.
Hey, whatever you say.
James, will you give me a d6 roll, please?
D6? You got it.
Oh no, I shouldn't have told him to keep drinking.
As you take another drink of this, you feel something kind of like warm and fuzzy growing inside of you, and it brings a smile to your face. Mr. Grady turns to look at the two of you as you approach, and suddenly there are two more empty glasses sitting out. Can I interest either of you in a drink? Your friend here and I have been having a very nice time together, sharing a drink and regaling war stories.
I think I'm going to pass.
And I think I'll drink his for him. She's fully just like, you know what? We're all delusional. Fuck it. I'll drink out of an empty glass. Maybe I'll get drunk.
As you lift the glass up, you see suddenly that it is filled with liquid. You catch it the last second as it goes into your mouth, this metallic scent mixed with something sweet.
She's gonna spit it back out immediately. Fuck this. She's already drank one drugged beverage.
Will you roll me a d6, please?
That's a 5.
As you take a drink of this, you too feel something very warm and fuzzy start to grow inside of you, and it brings a smile to your face.
What about you, Chuck? You want one of these?
No, last time I had a drink at this bar, it didn't sit very well with me.
I can personally attest that this will be a good drink. Our mutual friend Liam, as he has said, it really grows on you. You enjoy it more and more each time. I promise that you will enjoy this drink very much, Chuck.
Can they see Liam?
They cannot see Liam.
Naomi's gonna look at Chuck with wide eyes after, kind of jokingly gonna I'm gonna pantomime drinking out of this empty glass, cause fuck it. And then there's actual, I don't know, metallic taste, and she spits it back in the cup. She's gonna look at him with the widest eyes and just be like,
Hey, have you guys met my buddy Liam here?
no, I would love an introduction.
I strangled him to death.
There is nobody else behind the bar.
It's lovely to make your acquaintance, Liam.
And James is just smiling at you guys, yeah,
You strangled him to death. Wow,
sure did.
what a personal way to get to know somebody.
Fit of rage. Strangled him to death.
I read a book about a strangler once.
Chuck definitely clocks eyes at Naomi what the fuck? What are you talking about?
You know, I worked very hard to take care of the hotel, and it's... Well, I shouldn't lie, but... No. It breaks my heart a little bit to know that you may not be enjoying your stay as much as you could be.
I mean, it's been... I'd say 50-50. I'm not sure I would recommend it to my fellows back at the Great Lakes.
I should hope not. Wouldn't that be ridiculous? You have your next company retreat.
It would be absolutely wonderful.
Oh,
But I don't know. I'm not sure I could get my company to come all the way out here.
I'm sure that we have ways of persuading them.
Mr. Grady, what do you mean by that?
We can be rather persuasive when we want to. Especially if it means bringing in large groups of guests to enjoy and commemorate and partake in, well, festivities here in the hotel.
I see.
You all, of course, have enjoyed the festivities of the Gold Room and the fireworks for the 4th of July. Who's to say we couldn't bring another group of something like that? Or around Christmas. It's beautiful at Christmas. Or perhaps even to celebrate New Year's. I think that your company would rather like that, Chuck, don't you?
I don't know. They like local things.
Of course, of course.
Mr. Grady, why don't we move the conversation to lighter matters? Let's talk about your daughters.
Ah, of course. Alexi and Alexa. Lights of my life. Why do you want to speak about them?
Well, I was just having an interesting conversation with Mr. DeWint, and he was saying they need corrected. He's hoping to enlist our help.
They are such unruly children. I mean, stealing my matchbook, trying to burn down the hotel. We take care of it, and it's our responsibility for them to just go and try and to burn it all down. I mean, the disgrace. I could have lost my job. They could have lost their lives. We could have lost the hotel. Imagine. Terrible.
It's terrifying to almost lose a child.
Why do you want our help? Surely a father can take care of his own children.
And you would think so. I've tried very hard.
Perhaps you're just not good enough.
I wouldn't be quite surprised if I wasn't. My wife and I both tried to make them a little less unruly. But when she was unable to help them, and we found a way to correct that, and then I enlisted the help of Mr. DeWint, and he has yet been able to help us with that as well, so perhaps he needs corrected as well. No, I think that an intermediary, an outside party, being brought in could be exactly what the situation needs. The children, they are so used to the way that I reprimand them, and the way their mother reprimands them. I think they need, an outside perspective. Someone with fresh, new, bold ideas to bring an end to their childish ways.
Well, that's me. Fresh and bold.
So I've heard. Lorraine speaks very highly of you, and I've heard very good things about your previous clients. So that's the chase, shall we? We're not here just to drink all night. We don't have nearly as much time as I'd hope it would. Like Mr. DeWint said, should you choose to help and, correct my daughters, you'll be free. The horrors of the hotel gone to you, no more than just a small thorn in your side for a short amount of time, waking up in your bed as if it was all just a bad dream. However, if you refuse, which is, of course, your decision, well, I cannot guarantee your safety for the rest of the evening.
Doesn't seem like much of a choice now, does it?
Of course, there is always a choice. I am, well, like you asked, Miss Grayves, as to what I meant by being able to be persuasive. He smiles at you and puts down his glass. As he smiles, there's blood seeping between his teeth and pouring down his lip, streaming down his throat onto the front of his suit. This gurgling bubbles from inside of him, and as he opens his mouth, he unhinges his jaw as though it were a serpent. His top and bottom jaw spreading far apart from one another, revealing rows of razor-sharp teeth like the mouth of a shark. And as you guys look at him, there's suddenly this light that starts to shine from the back of his throat, drawing your attention immediately. You feel that you can't look away as these yellow-orange lights grow brighter and brighter until you see a few small orbs of light hanging in his mouth. And your mind begins to reel as you gaze at the orbs, feeling this loud static buzz drowning out all your common sense, all your reasoning, all your sense of reality. These lights These dead lights in his mouth blur your vision and reach further and further into your mind. Everything hums, your mind screams, and you can't look away. In moments before you're completely illuminated by the light, you hear Derwent say, "Make your decision. Will you correct these mistakes and free yourselves from damnation, or be stuck here forever and ever?" Thank you, everybody, for joining us for the Overlook Chapter 2, Masquerade. I'm Matthew, and I have been the Keeper.
I'm Jordan, and I've been Naomi Grayves.
I'm Nathan, and I've played Chuck.
I'm Noah, and I'm Federal Agent James Epperson. And I'm going crazy.
Our amazing Shining-inspired intro and outro songs were composed by Sean Ely. You can find him on Instagram. We've tagged him in the link in the description. And, of course, we will see you with our next episode, the final of the one-shot, Chapter 3. It's All Forgotten Now.
Okay, yeah. What if we turn the rest of the episode into ASMR and we all started whispering?
So Chuck,
Hey, gang.
any fucking base plans across the
Chuck.
Are you relaxed? Are you listening to this nice horror podcast, and are you nice and relaxed?
This is going to be what plays after the end of our credits in this episode. It's just a little ASMR.
Are you enjoying all the blood, guts?
Chuck, please.
It's not picking up your claps.
Waiter.
Fuck.
Waiter, he's asking for his check. Check, please. Waiter.
Check.
Waiter,
Check,
we want
please.
the check.